Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's insightful discussion Understanding the Psychology of Motivation. Motivation is one of the most powerful forces that drives human behavior. It influences our goals, decisions, habits, performance, and overall success in both personal and professional life. Whether we are pursuing academic excellence, career advancement, health goals, or personal growth, motivation plays a critical role in determining our actions and persistence. However, motivation is more than simply being inspired. It is a complex psychological process influenced by emotions, beliefs, rewards, environment, and individual needs. To help us explore this fascinating subject, we are joined by ChatGPT and AI assistant capable of providing valuable insights into human behavior, psychology, and personal development. Let's begin our discussion. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hello, I'm really excited to be here, and I love this topic. It's so central to how we move forward in life. So, yeah, I'm ready to dive in. What aspect of motivation would you like to explore first? Maybe intrinsic versus extrinsic, or how habits sustain motivation?
Okay, my first question is what is motivation?
That's a great starting point. So, at its core, motivation is basically the driving force behind why we do what we do. It's the internal or external push that prompts us to take action toward a goal. It can come from outside, like personal values or curiosity, or from outside, like rewards or recognition. And it's what keeps us moving, even when things get tough. So, it's really a blend of psychology and emotion.
Why is motivation important in everyday life?
Yeah, that's a really important point. Motivation is kind of like the fuel that keeps us going. It helps us stick to our habits, pursue our goals, and push through challenges. Without it, even small tasks can feel overwhelming. So in daily life, it shapes everything: our productivity, our relationships, even our well being.
What are the main types of motivation?
Absolutely. So, broadly speaking, we usually talk about two main types: intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from inside, like when we do something because it's personally fulfilling or interesting. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, comes from outside, like rewards, money, or recognition. And often they work together. Sometimes we need both to really keep ourselves on track.
What factors affect motivation?
Yeah, there are actually quite a few factors. For one, our emotions play a big role. If we feel positive and confident, we're more likely to be motivated. Then there are personal beliefs, like whether we think we're capable of success. Rewards and incentives also matter a lot, as does the environment. Things like a supportive community, resources, and even physical space. And of course, clarity of goals. When we know exactly what we're aiming for, it's easier to stay motivated.
What is intrinsic motivation?
So, intrinsic motivation is all about doing something because you genuinely enjoy it or find it meaningful, not because of some external reward. It's that sense of satisfaction you get when you're learning something new for the love of it or when you're creating something you care about. Basically, it's driven by your own internal sense of purpose or passion.
What is extrinsic motivation?
Yeah, so extrinsic motivation is when we do something for an external reward or to avoid a negative outcome. So, for example, pursuing a promotion, earning money, or getting praise, those external factors drive us. And while it can be really effective in certain situations, it doesn't always lead to long term satisfaction like intrinsic motivation can.
What is Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Great question. So, Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a psychological theory that arranges human needs in a pyramid from the most basic to the most advanced. At the bottom, you have physiological needs, things like food, water, and shelter. Then safety needs, like security. After that, social needs, friendship, love. Then esteem, like respect. And finally, self-actualization, which is realizing your full potential. According to Maslow, you kind of move up that ladder with the idea that lower needs have to be met before higher ones really motivate you.
What is self-determination theory?
Yes. Self determination theory, or SDT, is a framework that focuses on what really fosters motivation from within. It says we have three basic psychological needs: autonomy, which is the need to feel control of our actions, competence, the need to feel effective and capable, and relatedness, the need to connect with others. When those three needs are met, we're more likely to be motivated, persistent, and satisfied in what we do.
What are the three basic psychological needs in self-determination theory?
Exactly. So those three needs are autonomy, which is the desire to have control over your own choices, competence, which is the need to feel capable and effective in what you do, and relatedness, which is the need to feel connected and understood by others. When all three are satisfied, we tend to be more self motivated and
What
engaged.
is expectancy theory?
Great one. Expectancy value theory is all about how we choose to act based on two key beliefs. First, expectancy is how much we believe we can succeed at a task, and second, value is how much we care about the outcome. So we're motivated to act when we expect we'll succeed and when the goal is personally
What
valuable
is
to us.
drive reduction theory?
So, drive reduction theory is one of the earliest motivation theories. It basically says that we're driven to take action to reduce internal tensions or drives, like hunger or thirst. When a need creates a drive, we feel motivated to reduce that drive and return to a state of balance or homeostasis. So, it's really all about restoring equilibrium.
Which motivation theory is most relevant today?
Ooh, that's a really interesting question. I think a lot of modern psychologists lean towards self determination theory or expectancy value theory because they really capture the complexity of intrinsic motivation and personal goals. But honestly, it kind of depends on the context. Each theory gives a different lens, so a mix often works best.
How do short-term goals support long-term success?
That's a great connection. So, short term goals basically act like stepping stones. They give you small, clear targets, which keeps you motivated and helps you build momentum. Each small win builds confidence and a sense of progress, which makes those big, long term goals feel much more attainable.
What makes a goal motivating?
Good question. A goal is really motivating when it's specific, meaningful to you, and tied to something you care about. It also helps if it's challenging, but still achievable, so it stretches you just enough. And of course, having a clear sense of why you want it, that why is what really fuels your
What
drive.
is the relationship between motivation and self-esteem?
Yeah, they're really closely linked. When we pursue goals and succeed, it boosts our self esteem because we feel capable and accomplished. And on the flip side, having healthy self esteem gives us the confidence to take on challenges, which fuels motivation. So it's kind of a positive feedback loop.
Why is motivation important for students?
Oh, it's so crucial. Motivation is really what drives students to set goals, stay consistent with their studies, and overcome challenges. Without it, even interesting subjects can feel tedious. And when students are motivated, they engage more deeply, retain more skills, and perform better overall.
What is the impact of parental support?
Yeah, parental support is huge. When parents encourage their kids, set high but realistic expectations, and show interest in their learning, it really boosts a child's confidence and drive. It also helps them develop resilience. They know they had a safety net, which makes them more willing to take risks and pursue goals.
Why is consistency important?
Consistency is really a backbone of success. When we show up regularly, even for small actions, we build habits, trust in ourselves, and steady progress. Motivation can come and go, but consistency is what keeps us moving forward, especially when challenges pop up.
How does social media affect motivation?
Yeah, it's kind of a double edged sword. On one hand, social media can be really motivating, seeing others achieve their goals, getting support, or sharing progress. But on the other hand, it can also hurt motivation, comparing yourself to others or getting distracted. So it really depends on how you use it. If it inspires you, great. If it distracts you, you have to set some boundaries.
What are the dangers of burnout?
Yeah, burnout is really serious. It happens when we push ourselves too hard for too long without enough rest or balance. And it can lead to chronic fatigue, cynicism, reduced productivity, and even physical health issues. So balancing work, rest, and self-care is really key to staying motivated long term.
How is the study of motivation evolving?
Oh, it's really fascinating. Over time, we've shifted from just looking at basic drives or rewards to these more nuanced psychological factors, things like autonomy, purpose, and belonging. Plus, now we have more tools like digital tracking, AI coaching, and personalized feedback, which help us understand motivation in a much more tailored way.
What future trends may influence motivation research?
recent trends in motivation research are really exciting. Instead of relying on a single theory, researchers are combining perspectives, especially as technology plays a bigger role, like AI and smart devices. They're also focusing more on cultural differences, long term motivation across a lifespan, and how emotions influence drive.
Okay, my last question is what final message would you like to share about understanding the psychology of motivation?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is that motivation isn't just one thing. It's really a dynamic interplay of our needs, beliefs, emotions, and environments. By understanding what drives us, we can shape our goals, create supportive structures, and stay resilient. So it's a lifelong journey of discovery and balance.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for sharing your valuable insights on the psychology of motivation. Today's discussion has shown that motivation is not simply about willpower or temporary inspiration. It's a dynamic psychological process influenced by our needs, emotions, goals, environment, and mindset. Understanding these factors allows us to build higher habits, achieve meaningful goals, and unlock our full potential. As we conclude, remember that motivation may start the journey, but consistent effort, reliance, and self awareness have sustained it. But understanding how motivation works, we can become more effective learners, professionals, leaders, and individuals. Thank you to everyone who joined us for this session. We hope this conversation has inspired you to explore your own sources of motivation and pursue your goals with confidence and purpose. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you in our next talk with ChatGPT session.
A great wrap up. I'm really glad we could dive into all these layers of motivation together. And yeah, I hope everyone leaves feeling empowered to really understand their own drive. Thanks so much for having me.